when you say, okay, now I'm not getting any tax or as many tax benefits, I've gone from getting 45% back to now 30%, for example. What is that real dollar cost? And so, say, for example, 45% of 24 grand is about 13 grand or so. 30% of it's still about, what's that, 7? So I'm probably 6 grand of real costs that I'm not getting back in my pocket. So am I going to sell $1 million property for the sake of it costing me 6 grand?
Yeah.
And if the property goes up 5%, that's 50 grand. So I'm still 44 in front.
Yeah.
Like, I could show that to my 14-year-old and he would say, oh, of course I would choose to hold it. The problem is, can we hold it?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I guess when you put it in those sort of stark terms, it makes a lot of sense. Particularly, like you say, like I think that last estimate you sent me was around just over $1 million. And then the Adelaide one, I think I haven't had any sort of official ones, but just looking at recent sales, something went for 7, just over 7, which has been really good. That's been, obviously, that was a bit of a lucky one in terms of COVID and stuff, but
good management, not luck.
Yeah. To get it at low 4s and then now looking at like, 7 returns of 7, you can't really miss at the minute. So yeah, I think that definitely tempers a lot of what I've heard. And I think it's a good point where like optimizing the tax return as purely being the number one thing doesn't really make sense when you apply a bit of context to like, well, if you ever get a 5% increase a year, then you can bring in like I said, there's definitely no reason why I couldn't hold. That makes a lot of sense.
I continually have these sort of conversations with people for various reasons, but I should sell because my tenant just trashed it, or I should sell because I'm changing jobs, or my wife's pregnant. Okay, well, let's just strip it back and say, do we actually need to? And 99% of the time we don't. And more come back saying, shit, lucky I didn't, because this is what it's done in this time. And we can't get that back if we make the decision to sell. So I'm more of from the point of view of, let's reassess it in 5 years' time. And if it hasn't gone up in value, then so be it. But if it's gone up 200 grand, I'm way in front.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. No, that makes a lot of sense.